Hey there and welcome back to SnowRunner. What we are going to do in this episode is we are going to, well, complete the gold mine though. We are now in stage 2 out of 2 and reinvigorating the old mines is the mission, as you can see to the right side. We are hauling now 4 wooden planks out of 8. So we are going to be a little bit busy here and there though. We already have like, I believe, 5 concrete blocks ready waiting for us. That means that we have to pick up somewhere else the extra one. And metal beams 6 times. That is going to be a very long haul, as you can imagine. But yeah, a lot of it is already ready, waiting for us. And the little arrow that you do see there, a little bit further to the left, is where our pull-up is waiting with the concrete blocks. So yeah, it's going to be a massive haul. It's going to cost a lot of time, but it's going to be worthwhile, isn't it? It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Alright, the gold mines are nicely around here. Now, I'm not 100% certain though, like in which order we will complete them at this point. Or if we are going to haul with the 60 a little bit more downstairs and this and that. What we might do is actually buy another trailer and waste a little bit of time, a little bit of money. With that, I mean, that is an option though, but we can easily follow. And then pick up here and there some extra planks, right? Because there's a lot on the other side of the river, very close to the garage. And I'm kind of feeling like, yeah, maybe we should actually try out another truck though, another heavy. I'm so happy with the call-up though, and with the Zigz at this point, that I kind of think maybe we should just turn it around over there, you know what I mean though? And then keep hauling back and forth. That gold mine over there is already looking so different though than it did before. For real, that is just such a joy to see right now. It really feels great. It really feels rewarding. And there we go though, beautiful. Now let's go with the call-up over here. Oh yeah. It's going to be a heavy haul though. Quite weights a bit though, 5 of these concrete blocks. But if any truck can do it, it's the call-up though. And by the way, it is the call-up 74760. The one with the automatic all-wheel drive, or always on actually, and always on differential lock. It's rather helpful though in difficult, tough situations. You don't always need it though, by the way, the differential lock. But in certain cases I do really prefer it though. So by the way, about the differential lock, let's say you don't have it and your left tires and right tires, let's say the last 2, are stuck against a rock or a tree lock or anything like that, and you cannot get out of there because, you know, both of them refuse to spin. That's a massive issue, right? That's a massive issue because you cannot move forward, and whatever you're trying to do, it's not helping. So with a differential lock, it works a little bit different. With all-wheel drive, is that they are spinning at the same time with the same strength, and you know, you can already imagine that it's easy to actually get stuck behind something. Now with the differential lock, your left tires spin different from the right one, so it's completely different from all-wheel drive. So if your left one is a little bit less stuck, that tire can still spin, and by that it can form traction. Then you get a little bit of grip. Your truck or your vehicle, your car, etc., is a little bit uplifted from the left side then, or vice versa. And then the right side is being the one that has a little bit of extra grip. And let's see, yeah, we have to take left here. And then the right one gets a little bit of extra grip. And then both sides are lifted up and you get over the rock or the log. So that's actually how it works. Could have phrased it a little bit better though, but yeah, that's actually why differential lock is so important. And the trailer over here is a little bit too long for this heavy haul over here. Tight slopes and all makes a whole lot of difficulty for our call-up right now, but we still did manage though. That's beautiful. I wonder the percentile, 43%. We only got 43k though, so we gotta be a little bit on the safe side with the upgrades and with the trailers. It's a beautiful, beautiful view, isn't it? Mountains, coal up, large cargo, massive tires. It's just something about this. Just hits home. Almost to the top though. Quick left. And there we are. So it is going actually quicker than I did anticipate. Because I know how heavy these guys are though. These are, I believe, a little bit heavier than the long logs. I might be wrong though, so don't quote me. But I feel like they are either heavier or just barely heavier than the long logs. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a very fun turn. A tough turn. Might be like we do need to get the Zigz around here. Yeah, probably. I know what I have to do though, like taking the wide turn right over there. I was really hoping that we can skip that one. Wait a minute, we don't have visible points? Why is that tree not accessible though? Oh, it is! Yeah, with this trailer, this is a very difficult haul though. It's a possible haul. We gotta be very, very careful, as you can see. Oh yeah, the legs. You know, the anchors are actually being stuck there. This is interesting that we are still having the power with the call-up to drag the trailer through the dirt and the rocks, you know? Even when the anchors of the trailer are pushing really down into the mud. That just shows how strong this truck is though. What an amazing truck though. Yeah, we definitely do need to get the suspension. Oh boy. Will help us out a big time though with these rocks. Oh, I see. More cold, more gold, huh? It's because it's a Gold Creek gold mine. First time I actually do read that over there to the left. Alright, now it makes a whole lot more sense though, huh? The little motto what you are having. Still, it's a bad one though. Because you could just call it the Gold Creek gold mine. But yeah, I do get it though. I do get it. Okie dokie. Now let's go and deliver all of them. Nice. Concrete slabs 1 out of 6 and wooden planks 4 are still needed. So yeah, that is going to be a priority though. Like all of the other ones, to be very fair. But man, we are already done over 50% though right now. Well, that kind of feels great. It feels really, really good. Now we can refuel here already. Oh no, wait a minute. I thought I did actually fuel her up though, but nope. Oh yeah. Then let's steal some of the Zigz over here. Hopefully it does let me siphon. There we go. And I would say, yeah, flatbed might get a little bit too though. There we go. Just to be sure that we can arrive normally. Because right now I kind of want to go like here. You know, and even get the wooden framing if need be. And at the same time though, it might be just so much simpler to get another truck from here. You know, with the trailer. But the trailer alone cost me around like 7k or something. And I'm sure there might be 1 or 2... well, technically it would be 1.3 instead of a 1.5 raise. But we have to, you know, succeed twice. That means 2 races. And that might be easy to do, but at the same time I'm thinking like, wouldn't it be prettier to look on a bank account than just another trailer that becomes worthless in a little bit though, once we are done with this map? You know? Long-term thinking succeeds always. Now, let me find my way down there and then don't spill your coffee and I will see you there. Kind of feels good though, huh? When everything goes smooth. Look at that. We just arrived at this place where we already did ruin the garden for before. And here we go once more. Poor guy really did rebuild that. Now, where is our next one? There. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. But this one will not be, of course. And then from here we are going back up north. And then we might check what we have over here too. And then we might turn around. Oh yeah, lots of mites though, and a lot of schultz and wood and do. But in the meanwhile, I'm also thinking like we could haul another vehicle behind us, right? You know, once we do fully upload it from that point, right over there. Either the Zigz or like my second plan like I had. I don't know, I'm a little bit backflipping on the bank account thing right there. But at the same time though, kind of feels good, you know what I mean? Kind of feels good. And I'm sure we should actually get a whole lot of money from this one though. If not, I'm going to cry, dude. You know, like, can you imagine you have a company and you do so much work and it still pays you for a basic one job, you know? I am laughing, but these things do happen though. And that is sad, man, you know, like, yeah, you don't read the fine prints. Oh man. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. It's kind of interesting, by the way, this map, right? You know, like, right now we are more on the flatlands, with a lot of rivers here and there, and tight turns, of course. And behind us are the mountains. Now, I kind of wonder, though, how it is going to be on the other side of that mountain, in the next zone. It might be hills, might just be forest, might be anything, though. I do like it. I do like the the natural flow of it. Because if we go back to not Smithfield Dam, not the one after that with the swamp. Oh, what was it called? You know what I mean. Not the first one, but the one with the haven, right? With the dogs. Man, that's a little bit rough though. There's so much mud there. So extremely deep. There are canyons here and there. Like, it's almost like a fjord though, isn't it? You know, like one of those places from Norway. It's not as steep or anything like that. But man, there were some hills and rocks and mountains over there right at the coastline. And then if you go a little bit further, boom, there's a swamp. And that is a contradiction though. Like, isn't there? You know, that bog zone? Wow. Where they are digging oil and everything. We had a great time there though, trying to get over a bridge that was not yet built, and the swamp below that was just abysmal though. Alright, so this might be one of the tougher challenges right now. Not sure what stops me here. There's something about the trailer though that gets hooked on something. Yeah, this is definitely getting hooked on something here. And it's not the extra weight that we are carrying right now, by the way. Because that weighs nothing. Unless there's a magical calculation going behind the screens. Where it might actually calculate like the entire trailer might be full. I doubt that though. Wait a minute, do you see that? The rear wheel has a slight drive too. Interesting. That should not be the case. Maybe it is just swinging. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. Oh, a little bit of luck here. Not too much, sadly. But what I think what is going on here is actually that there is some calculation going on. Calculations going on from the water turbulence. The flow. Oh yeah. Yeah, it must be the flow though. For real. These rocks should not be the issue that they are right now. Fantastic though, fantastic. Now look at that. There's no challenge that we cannot handle. Now from here on, it will be definitely doable. No issues at all from here on, but it will be really, really slow. So let's go ahead a little bit. Alright, that's another beautiful house. So what we have to do is get over there and... yeah, it's going to be taking a little bit too long, I might imagine. So let's see each other right over there. And apparently we have to do something here too, which might actually be just a pickup. I'm not 100% certain. Huh. I mean, we could get some concrete over there, right? Concrete blocks. I mean, it's a concrete plant after all. Yeah, let's just go there and let's find out together. It's good that we actually took a little bit of extra gasoline, I have to say. We are going to, well, fill her up again a couple of times at the garage. Oh, one more time though, might be more than enough. Wooden planks, no thank you. Small pipes, yes, thank you very much though. Cement, metal beams. I think we are going with one metal beam over here. Yeah. We could have gone with the small pipes too, because then that one will be... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We do have unlimited amounts of metal pipes around here, I believe. Metal beams. Not enough space, which is alright. Ooh, yeah, we do have to go to the cement place though. So what we might be doing... Okay, I made my mind up. We are going to double haul the beautiful beams in a row. Remove cargo. There we go. And we might just be doing the other ones right now. It kind of makes a little bit more sense to me though. Not too much though, but it makes a little bit more sense aesthetically. Small pipes, there we go. Okay, so we need one more small pipe and one more concrete block. And then we are done with most of it, and then we only have to do the metal beams. So the metal beams we can do with another friend, of course. You know, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We might do the double haul. And my boys, this truck is a drinker. It's an alcoholic, I'm telling you. It does need a whole lot of fuel. And it is not enough, though, to reach point A to point B without really having any extras to move around with. So that's a massive issue in my book, especially compared to the Zigz. Because that thing just keeps on going. But then again, you know, it has a 500 liter, you know, like fuel tank. And it also has something what is better. It is certain attachments where we can have like 50 or 100 more liters for really desperate times. And around 180 of reserve. So, I mean, that is a lot though, isn't it? So if you're hauling, get this trailer. It has a lot of extra fuel in it. That's the only recommendation I have right now. And in meanwhile, we are going to get a couple other friends around here. So, probably the 6C. See you in a bit. We can already start though with the beams. Yeah. It will be a little bit wasteful that we will not do that, to be fair. We have the Zigz with the same trailer right now than the other one, than the call-up. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic. That means that we have 6 slots, meaning we can actually get a small pipe, one of these big boys with us, right, you know. Let's just plant it the sideways, yeah, not the long way. And that means that we can hopefully find that concrete that we are looking for. That will be really awesome. Hoppa. But these we can just load up though. So that quickens everything a little bit. Meaning that I don't have to drag two massive trucks with 2 massive trailers back down here just to do the double logging. I mean metal beams. We can just do that with one massive truck. Oh boy, risky, risky. Oh boy, there we are. Oh boy. It's good that the crane is holding that one tight though, isn't it? Whoo-wee! So yeah, we can just do it with one truck then, with a crane. Sadly, it will not be the call-up though, it will be the Zigz, because it's the only heavy crane of a truck that I have right now that can actually do what I want it to do. Because it can just hold one of these metal beams, the way how the SnowRunner is doing it at the moment too. So we just skipped one entire run though, now that you think about it. Feels great. We are a logistics master apparently. As long as there are no cops around, I mean, by giving us a massive fine for hauling cargo the way that we are doing at the moment. Yeah. We are doing good though, aren't we? To be honest, thinking about it, do you know how quickly we can do it in, you know, with an off-road truck? You know, if we do a double load each time, probably quicker. Don't quote me, please, alright? But probably we can do it quicker with doing 2 holes than one big one can do it with all 6 of them. It all has to do with the speed, though. Don't quote me with it, though, because these boys can get stuck too very easily on deep mud and all, slowing everything down by a mile. Not remove, please unpack. There we go. Fantastic! Look at that though, huh? Like a little fairy we dropped it. Store the crane. And, well, we are going inside of the garage and then we are going to the concrete plant. Oh, Canada! There we are. Hoppa! Now let's see though, and let's hope, by the way. Because we have to find out what we have to throw in here. We have to throw cement in here. Duh. Duh. Alright, let's go get some cement though. We know where we can get some. Duh. Massive duh. I should have known though. But at least we now know for real. Oh, Canada. There we are again with the little flag. The power of maple syrup though, huh? Alright, a dozen concrete plants. Please make me... Well, we have a couple of them already over there. I just want to, you know, trade up a little bit. And let's restore the crane. Pack the cargo. Press the wrong buttons. There we go. No, thank you. We don't want to have the cement. We want to have this one. There we go. Concrete slabs. Yeah, we do need only one of them though, I believe, right? Or blocks. Yeah, we do need only one. Alright, that is good to know. Very good, yeah. For some reason I thought they were a little bit longer. But no, these are blocks, not slabs. The other ones do take a 2-sizer, so we technically could have stayed with the normal trailer though for the Zigz. This one looks a little bit better. So what we are going to do... Yeah, you know what I'm going to do, right? We're going to grab another steel beam. So we really only have to haul only once again. I think that's a mighty solid plan though. What do you think about that one? Oh boy. Alright, this one we just want to go right here with the blue crane of the Zigz. No, we are going to get the extra steel beam. Alright, let's go and drop it right over here. Now, I do hope, though, we can just pack it instantly. That will be very, very nice. Ooh, right over here. Oh, yeah, not possible. So let's just make it a little bit better. I mean, oh! Okay. It's kind of obvious though, right? You know why we cannot put it over here. I thought I could be a little bit sleazy and a little bit lazy about this. But apparently, no, we cannot. Which I do appreciate. Strangely enough, though. Yeah, it doesn't really want to turn, though. Might be wondering why I did that. We do have to get this one fully on here, not just halfway. And the other one was already halfway off, so you know what I mean though. Yeah, this one might be the biggest issue right now that we are having. So I think what we definitely have to do though, there's no thinking about this anymore. Store the crane here for a second. Change the truck. We gotta haul her a little bit further though, huh? Alright, just like so. Alright, with a whole lot of strange vibes though. Here we are. Stop the engine. Change the truck. Unpack and pack the cargo. Now we do have a little bit of an issue though that I didn't think of. Is that if we want to haul the coal up with this one, like having some type of train going on, then we cannot pack the concrete slabs. So we have to actually do something for that right now. And what I think that we will do is just put it right in the front of us. Nice on the cabin. We just install a couple of planks there, right? So there's no damage. For some reason we cannot then, of course, you know, make a beautiful box so it stays there. It's like a little hat though. Let's just keep it like that. Alright, let's get her into position. I really hope it will work out. If not, so be it too. This is a cool experiment. Change the truck. Start the engine. Where's the winch? Oh, can you imagine? We cannot really do a precise winch though. That's an issue. This is so wild. This is so wild though. Oh, it already goes wrong. Yeah, it definitely goes wrong though. So what I think that we have to do is do it just one by one. We'll just try it one more time. Just so that we are 100% certain though. Because I don't like giving up, man. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, big rock. The sound of this engine though, of this truck, it is just so good. Stop it. Alright. Alright, we definitely have to keep an eye on that though, because I don't want to do the cargo hops again. If we can afford it, of course, you know. If we don't, then it's no issue, but until then, you know, we will have to find out. By the way, let's just stop tracking this for now. Looks way better though, way better. Oh yeah, that truck is not taking the curves like I do, like the corners and all. So what we are going to do is just haul them in a little bit. So the cabin is almost hugging my trailer here. But that's just because of one reason, dude. It's because it is not... This trailer does not has an vents part right in the middle. Which is a bloody shame though. But it is what it is too. Just tells me like we cannot do it with this trailer at least. It is a shame, but off we are. It was a very cool idea. But man, I'm still happy that we are doing this though. I'm very curious how the Zigz will actually handle that little bump though on the top there. I think we will struggle a little bit more. I'm not 100% certain though, but that is what I'm thinking. This load is almost as heavy as the concrete slabs, you know, like 3 times. But the nose is completely different of the Zigz, and the balance of weight. Plus, it's in power to weight A, which is absolutely the same as the Colop, I believe, though, right? Or was that a A plus? We will have to check in a little bit, though, just to be 100% certain. The tires, I think, are actually better on the Colop. Yeah, definitely are. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at that gasoline usage though. 24 liters per minute. That's enormous though. It's a heavy drinker, I'm telling you. So far, everything is going rather smooth though, I have to say too, at the same time. I think... Okay, there is absolutely a difference between this high saddle, total height, because of the truck itself, than the Colop. But the Colop, I think it's like, what, 50 centimeter max, like half a meter? That is a lot, by the way. That is a lot of clearance. Yeah, that is something that we actually have to find out now with the trailer here. How that one goes. But in the end, it's all about the truck itself. How it takes the steering and the trajectory of the tires with the road. Like if there's something blocking, like over there, will be a massive challenge. Like this over here. Yeah, the Colop had no issues here though. Alright. Nice, we finally found a replacement for heavy-duty long cargo holds though, from the Zigz. I am very happy with that because I needed an excuse. I needed an excuse though to use this truck a little bit less. Not that I wanted though, but you know, I think you know. We all have our favorites and this one really did grow on me big time. Has been here for 5 maps right now, and I'm very happy that we had it since the start. Sometimes you just have to upgrade, move on a little bit though. And the Hornet, you know, or little Colop, man, it's a joy to drive. So that means that this truck will actually become probably a dedicated scouting vehicle, all jokes on the side, it will be probably a massive recovery or a side hustle truck for this type of cargo. But at the same time, we will probably get other powerful trucks too for massive cargoes like this. So yeah, it will probably be just a very powerful recovery truck. I do appreciate that. And if not that, two better. Two betters and a crane. Yep. And for now, a long log trailer hauler too. Yeah, because we don't have a very powerful, well-balanced long log hauler. So it still has its massive uses though, but a massive part of its ecosystem has been cut off now. And it sounds strange, but I'm actually happy for it. There's something called min-maxing, and there's something called, you know, doing it too much. Come on, steer, steer, steer. Thank you. Yeah, that's on me though. When will it fall off though? Right now. Kinda had to see that one coming. It might be like we do need to haul ourselves up again. Right, with that tree like we did with the coal up too. But we will see about that in a split minute. Alright, let's keep him like it is. And we are going to take the wide turn here, of course. The best thing about this is that the Zigz steers a little bit sharper. Not much, but steers a little bit sharper, as you can see. Okay, it doesn't slide push. I have a feeling we had to take this one a little bit wider though. But it could be like the Zigz has enough power. No, not just power to weight, like engine power though, but power to road control, that we can push it there on the side a little bit like it's going to happen right now and just push her forward. Alright. Yeah, that is one massive benefit for this truck. Oi, oi, oi. There we go. And that is one massive benefit for this truck compared to the call-up. So, you know, like, it still has its uses for massive hauls and all. Let me know what you think about it and your opinions, maybe your take. I really appreciate it though. So far, so beautiful, man. I'm happy though. I'm very happy. I'm proud of this. I am proud of my Zigz for real. Put her in high gear right now for the last little bit. There are not a lot of rocks in the way, but even that little rock though can just give that little momentum halt that we are being forced out of high gear. But so far it might stable it up too. Alright, there are no resistance parts over here. These little rocks will not do anything. Let's go back to auto. Deliver all of this, and of course the little concrete blocks too. And yeah, we do need 4 beams though, believe it or not. That is an interesting one. So I miscalculated a little bit, which is no biggie. What shall we do? Crane mode, sure. And let's just drop it already. I mean, you know, like, why not? Does it even reach it though? That is the issue right now. It will be funny because of the yeah. Alright, it does not really do it. Can we pack it? If we can pack it though. Oh my, we can absolutely pack it. That's interesting. Now I wonder if we pop another one over there, will we be able to do the same? I don't think so, but there we go. And let's see, how much have we completed right now? Oh, that's not that though. Wait a minute, did you see that? Easy missions here? No way. Start tracking. So what we do need right now is small pipes 1 times, wooden planks 4 times, and metal beams 4 times. Easy peasy though. I am sadly massively over recording. I wanted to do all of this though in one mission haul, and we did not succeed. What a shame. But hey, I think we're all having a great time here. I kind of feel like I'm cutting, you know, like doing fast cuts a little bit too much though, because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, this game. And you know, a little bit of feedback would be nice. If you would like to see some slow parts or some quiet parts, you know, do let me know. But until then, I will see you in the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I really appreciate you. Bye bye.